Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right?
Yo, what's up guys and welcome back. Wednesday, puzzle day. Before we get into today's video, I just want a little bit of a side note. We got merch coming. First, Clothing Co. is upon us, and we're about to drop some hats, some bombers, I probably shouldn't say drop some bombers on YouTube. For sure that's getting flagged. We are going to be selling some jackets and shirts as well. That coming up soon in the next week or two, so stay tuned for that if you want to support this channel. It's a great way to do so. Also, you'll probably get it before Christmas. Unless you're in Australia. Today we're looking at a key lock. Now what is a key lock, you may say? I've got just the answer. It's a key that's a lock. The objective here is to open the key-shaped lock with the help of a small key that is attached. The only problem is, where do you put it in order to open the lock? This is a nice showpiece metal puzzle that has a great eye appeal. I'm not gonna say that, that's what's written here. I'm not gonna say that. I just said it, but I didn't mean it. It is actually a really cool piece. It looks kind of dope. This is from Jean-Claude Constantin. He's known for making just about every puzzle there is. They're sold out currently on Puzzle Master, but you can check out other key locks on their site. I'll leave the link below. Without any further ado, look at this little guy. This is a key, as you can see. And apparently it is hard to open. Let's get the timer here, get this started. First things first, I think maybe we take this key out of here. This tiny key and the big key, we take it out like so. Okay, so I think that's the latch, and I think the point here is to undo this part for that to open, because this looks welded here and this looks like the opening. This as well looks welded. Oh, this moves. What do we have here? Interesting. Maybe the other way? Oh. I had to pull. There we go. Okay, there's an opening, it seems like, for this key in here. However, it kind of turns and it's kind of empty. There's nothing to hook it on. It kind of just like turns and it's empty, but I don't know if you guys can see that. You probably can't see. Maybe right there. You see down here on the inside of it, there's a notch for that key, but it doesn't do anything. So, I'm wondering if I can, once I push it and I twist it, no, see, it just, there's a seam on the key here. No, it doesn't seem to unscrew. Okay, so I have no idea what this key is for yet, because, actually, no. Because it fits in there, but it doesn't actually, wait, hold on. What if you gotta go this way? No. Weird. There's like grease on this too. Don't know why there'd be grease on there. So there's no seam on this thing here, so this thing definitely does not move. This thing, however, does have a seam on this side. So if you can see this ring, right around the ring, there is a seam there, but on this side it seems to be welded or soldered or whatever. So I believe that this comes apart somehow. Maybe the key is one of those red herrings where it actually has nothing to do with anything. Yeah, it just kind of turns in there. It doesn't lock onto anything. And so I lock it on by putting it into that key notch and then trying to turn it, and that doesn't work either. I mean, if that would work, so would, you know, so would just twisting it here. All right, so the few things that we know about this thing is that there's a latch here, probably opens here. There is a line on this key which makes it look like it can open. There is a space up here, no space down here. This is soldered. That is also one piece. It's not come apart, doesn't look like. So that's kind of all we know right now. What would you do in this instant? Comment below exactly what you would do. Would you try forcing this apart? Would you try banging it, spinning it? What would you do with this? Is this useful in any capacity? Or is it just, are we done with this piece? The fact that this still has a line here bugs me, and I don't know if that is just meant to throw me off, like that line right there. It doesn't want to move anyways. Neither does this part. There's no noise. I wonder if there's like a bump lock in here somewhere. Doesn't sound like it. This moves ever so slightly if I push down on it, but I think that's just the hinge here moving. But like very little, maybe do this. I feel like this should unscrew, but it won't. Oh, there we go. And so normally to open, and I had a suspicion, I just kind of had to force it there, but normally to open anything that twists, you got to twist it sort of counterclockwise, right? And that's the sort of trick here, is that twisting this counterclockwise automatically tightens this, because this one you need to twist clockwise for it to open up. So that opens up, and I'm guessing that once that's open, there we go. See, now we have, oh, that's so clever. See, now we have that. That's sort of what I've been seeing from the inside of that hole, but obviously I couldn't get in there enough with my key to open it. Now I can. I should be able to just open it. Okay, well, for some reason that's not working either. Does this, oh my God, does this open even further? Okay, there's no more seams. Still loose in there. Gotta kind of find that groove. So I see this bit moving now. I found that groove to where I'm twisting it, and there's a resistance here. Watch the end of that. Watch this here. That's going to move, and I don't know why it's not opening, but it will move. Ever so slightly. There it is. Maybe I just keep twisting it. Starting to wonder if the mechanism is actually busted, because I do feel a resistance when I turn to the left here. There's a constant resistance, but it just kind of keeps spinning without any progress. And the only thing I see is this thing sort of moving a little bit, and I'm wondering whether or not when I get to that point, is it supposed to unclick and just maybe the mechanism is bent or broken. That's kind of where I'm at right now. But of course, there have been plenty of times where I thought the puzzle was broken and it's just I didn't find the solution. So here again, if you keep your eye on this part of the lock right here, when I get to, hold on, I gotta get, there we go. When I get to that and I start spinning it here, you'll see it move up and down. It kind of moves. But I can't move it back. Oh, there we go. So it's not about spinning it, it's just about latching it in and pulling, and there's a spring. Well, now we know. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. So here, once this key's out, the trick is to actually put it in there, turn it so it locks, and then if you pull, that's when it opens up. It's so funny because a key is always going to make you think that you have to turn it, and this is just, it's just a funny way of using a key where you can put it in right about there, and now it's like loose in there. Like I can spin it all I want, but once I find that groove and I get it in, I just have to make sure that the edge of my key connects to that little inner ring. So once that's in there, once you find that, there we go. Now you pull and now it opens. How cool is that? That's actually pretty cool. And you can't, okay, so I was wondering if I could maybe lock the key in here, but you can't because you actually need the key to close it as well. And then once it's closed, then you can extract it. Hey, pretty cool. This way. And this one goes in normally. And there you go, the key lock. Pretty cool. What? So there you go. That was it. That was the puzzle, the key lock. Not so bad, not super difficult, quite fun. And I think this is just, it's just cool enough for someone to fiddle around with and someone who's not familiar with puzzles to end up solving, which is cool. You don't have to know a lot of puzzles to solve, things like this, which I think is kind of cool. Let me know what you thought below. Like this video, subscribe if you're new here, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace. Rah. I'm not gonna throw it. There's a brand new hat. These are the new hats, by the way. Not throwing it. Not throwing it. So, we'll see you later. Sorry, Lee.